so upset. I literally created a whole mini series slash podcast here, and it got deleted. I was doing my makeup and I was talking to you guys, and it got deleted. I was trying to save it in my drafts, and I don't know what the heck happened to it. So let me start. Let me just run through this real quick with you guys. My name is Santiago. I am 29 years of age, and at the age of 13, I was touched, groomed, and the M word, SA, by my adopted father, as well as my biological brother. And I'm throwing him in there too. I think he was probably around 16, 15 at the time. And no, I don't know. He was probably around like 17, 18. And I was young. We're 6 years apart. So I was about 13. He was about 19. Somewhere around there. And both him and my adopted father SA'd me. I have no contact with either of them, and I'm happy for that. I'm very happy that I don't. With my brother, I feel like it's different just because he is biologically my brother, and I know that just because you had a stroke at the age of 14, I believe, he did have a stroke and it messed up his brain. So I can't say if he really knew what was going on at that time, but still, you can't do that to me and think that I'm going to grow up to forget about it, because any type of abuse from family members, from people just around, anywhere, that holds on to you even as you become an adult. You know what I mean? So he's part of this story too. So I was 13 when it all took place, which, by the way, I'm doing this because I have seen a lot of people talk about their story. I have seen many people talk about their abuse story, and I think it's a great idea because it shows us that we're not alone. There are many, millions of people out there who have a story very similar, which, like I said, I don't even know what I was trying to go with this look. I really don't. But if you want this to be a series, like if you want me to do like a series, or if you want to get to know more about me, let me know. If I know that this is going to get attraction from people, then I would love to share more, because I feel like people are sharing their stories now. People are sharing their stories, and I love sharing my story. I would share my story till the day I die. So yeah, 13, that's when it happened. Little baby by my adopted father. And, I never knew what was going on. I never knew what was happening. It just happened. When you're a baby like that, you don't really know what is going on. You see someone who is superior, someone who is taking care of you, and you do what is being told. You do what is being told. You do what is being shown. and you don't look at any type of consequences or what could happen or what is happening. And it happened for 3 years. He did it for 3 years, from 13 to 16. And I remember when I turned 19 years old, that's when my abuse, it all came back. And what do I mean by that? I was sitting in a vehicle. I was sitting in his vehicle, and he was taking me back to school. I was going to college at the time. He was taking me back to school, and because I was skipping classes, I went MIA for a whole week. No one knew where I was, and I was actually sneaking away to just get away from everything, you know? And he ended up coming back. I mean, he ended up finding me, and we went back to the school, and the first thing that I asked him, the first and only thing that I really asked him was, Dad, because I called him Dad at the time. Dad, how did you know I was gay? How did you know I was into guys? Which, if you don't know, I identify now as a pansexual man. I just love, pretty much. And you know what he said? He was driving, I was in the passenger, and he said, well, you and I had nonchalantly said that. And when I tell you guys, for about 3 years, from like age 16 to 19, I tried blocking everything off. But you can't block everything. You can't block what is already... Oof, I don't know about that one. What is already inside of you. So, yeah. For 3 years, I tried blocking everything off. I tried blocking what was keeping me held down. And that was my story. And I didn't know when was the right moment to share it. You'll know. You will know when the right moment is to share it. And you can either share it with other family members, with friends, or here on social media if you feel comfortable. I got to the point where it wasn't like a comfort thing anymore. I was ready to share my story. But I have more to share with my story, but I need you guys to let me know, because I don't want to share if it's something that no one would really watch. You know what I mean? Because I know my story. I've kept my story hidden for so long. When I turned 25, see, I'm 29 now. So for a few years, I have like been able to breathe for the most part. But let me know, do you want me to continue this little journey, this little story time, I guess, and I can share more about who I am as a person and what I had to experience? Because like I said, I am seeing a lot more people opening up about their abuse, about any type of abuse. It doesn't even have to just be one type of abuse. There's a whole spectrum of abuses. So let me know if you want me to continue it. Because if you do, then this can be like a little, maybe like a Monday makeup series story time or something. But the only way I can continue it is if I know that people will watch it. So let me know, you guys. But until then, I hope you guys like the makeup look. It didn't take long at all. I'll see you guys in the next video. And